Hello, thank you for joining us virtually to hear about some of our work today. My name is Andrea Bryant, and I have been invited to discuss a project I'm currently working on, which I have tentatively titled Intertextual Continuities, Multi-Generational Knowledge Production in Black German Studies. In this project, I highlight how the continuum of literary production by Black German-speaking writers is long-term and multi-generational. I seek to underscore that the longevity of this tradition attests to the communal, affective, and epistemological ties within the Black German movement. This is a point that Dr. Florville brings to light in the manuscript, Mobilizing Black Germany, Afro-German Women and the Making of a Transnational Movement. My project takes as its baseline many of the insights of Dr. Florville's work and seeks to reiterate that ongoing exchange and dialogue across 3 generations can be observed through acknowledging the dynamic nuances taken on by intertextuality, which is, for the purpose of the first half of my project, understood to mean the conscious amplification of messages produced by earlier generations through written and spoken repetition. I seek to show how the use of intertextuality provides an epistemological literary continuum that contributes to the creation of an adhesive body of work, and intertextual formations of canon highlight richness and nuance that runs throughout. One well-known and broad example of intertextuality in motion can be observed through the very well-known line, "Your silence will not protect you." Those familiar with this line will recognize its great importance in the founding of the Black German movement, and that the saying is often attributed to Audre Lorde. Putting this line in German, one additionally recognizes its resonances in poems, essays, anthologies, and even larger works of fiction. Not only has the line been used to identify, categorize, and anthologize large-scale collections of poems and essays, it can also be found as the title of singular works of poetry. Viewing the multi-generational intertextual use of the singular line demonstrates its resonance. Quite recently, Stephanie Laya Okongo's poetry has the message that silence will not protect you, both implied and made explicit throughout the poetry collection, Buchstabengefühle, eine poetische Einmischung. There is not only a poem titled after this prominent saying, but echoes of the same messages repeated throughout many of the poems. One poem in particular has spoken and written manifestations of it, with the sound poem beginning with a large clap of thunder. The poet reveals that the large creation of sound is the silence itself. The same line also has been used as titles, again, for anthologies in both German and English. One compiled by Peggy Pisha in 2012 brings together poems and essays from several writers central to the Black German women's movement. This example of intertextuality, although brief and very broad, confirms that epistemological frameworks, literary devices, and literature itself is carried across generations in generative ways that contribute to knowledge production in the field of Black German studies. Thank you.